Hey everybody, welcome to a new feature of Dmonix's DVlog that I'm gonna maybe call like old movies, new movies, or purchased movies or something like that. Because I like to haunt the thrift stores and find movies that I want to see, that I have seen, that I've never seen before. Special movies that are classics. And something that I sometimes say is that like I don't watch movies based on popularity reviews, what other people think, this movie sucked or whatever. I like movies based on me watching them, how they make me feel. Sometimes the amount of effort that it goes into, like just like people hate the movie Independence Day. I hated the movie Independence Day when it came out. I was like, wow, a UFO movie with Will Smith as the lead. Yay. But it's an amazing movie just because of the amount of effort that goes into making a movie like that. It is a massive multi-million dollar science fiction kind of comedy, if you will, like a B movie kind of thing. And I love B movies. So there's a lot of reasons why I love movies. And in my quest to find all kinds of movies, one of the main reasons, and you can find a lot of this stuff online now because people rip it on, put it on YouTube or whatever, but is the behind the scenes features is what I really love. And I thought, like, I mean, there's so many behind the scenes movies that I see, or behind the scenes features that I see that are just like, some of them are even better than the movies themselves, like the making of Prometheus. Um, I can't think of any more right off the top of my head, but yeah, some of the making ofs are just, oh yeah, any of the Mad Max stuff, the newer Mad Max stuff, Fury Road, or the last one that came out there, Furiosa. Um, Absolutely stunning, the amount of work, the Marvel movies like the Avengers and all that stuff. I'm always impressed by the technology as well as the amount of practical effects that are going into things. So, that all being said, welcome to this first edition, and we're starting off with three movies today that I picked up. All three of these cost me less than $6, and definitely some classics, not only just to me, but to other people as well. Back to School, and this DVD that I've got is a 2007 MGM release, directed by Harold Ramis. Rodney Dangerfield, Sally Kellerman, Robert Downey Jr., Keith Gordon as Rodney's son, Sam Kinison is in it, Burt, what was his last name? Burt Young, who was in Rocky, and Ned Beatty, and a whole bunch of other great actors that are in that movie as well. It's got some great behind the scenes features, including the making of the Back to School show. And it's even broken down into, so like if you're familiar with this movie, Rodney Dangerfield plays this incredibly rich, well-off, he does a plus-size store for men and women. His son is flunking out of school. Rodney's marriage has just failed, and he says, I'm going to go back to school. So that's what it is about, all the crazy Dangerfield antics that you know and love. And if you've never seen them, definitely watch this. It's not... I mean, a lot of movies from the 80s these days, political correctness and all that, so there's definitely no political correctness with Rodney Dangerfield, but he's not too bad. Like, it's not racist, it's more sexualized stuff. But, yeah, so this movie has a diving scene where Rodney does this incredible dive called the Triple Lindy, which, goes from, like, the highest board, bounces down to one board onto another board, and he's doing like somersaults and flips while this is all going on. If you ever wondered how that was done, that's right here in this extracurricular edition. And it breaks down how they did the Triple Lindy, which included making a face cast of Rodney, a professional stunt diver, wearing said mask, as well as a fat suit, and wearing the one-piece swimsuit that Rodney wore in that particular movie for the dive. But it was very cool just to see, because I'd never really thought about how they did that. I figured it was green screen or wires, or I wasn't even too sure. It's a very, very funny piece of the movie. If you've ever seen it, you definitely remember what it is. So the breakdown of that was very cool. There's like a memoriam to Rodney Dangerfield and Kurt Von Vonnegut, I think his name was. He played kind of like Rodney's nemesis professor, the man who was like, this person should not be at this university learning at his age kind of thing. It's just a big joke to this guy. So there's memoriams on that. There's also a little bit of a feature on Burt Young, who, like I said, was in Rocky, and definitely worth the $2 that I got it for. Yeah, super happy. Like these back to school, like Die Hard and Glorious Bastards. There's a lot of movies that when you're out you see over and over again, but it's these little gems like Back to School, Caddyshack, and a couple of others that I found recently that is, you know, what makes it so worth going out and searching for these movies. Die Hard 2, Die Hard 1, people will claim it's a Christmas movie. Die Hard 2 could easily be the same thing, because I do believe it takes place over Christmas as well as the first one, just maybe not quite as Christmassy. When I found this, there was actually Die Hard 3, and I think the new Die Hard movies were also there, but I'm kind of weird with like some series movies, and usually it's the first two that are really successful, and they kind of, you know, peter out after that. I don't think there's too many movies that I know of that I actually love the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, you know, parts of them. It's just ridiculous. But Die Hard 2 is definitely cool. Bruce Willis, of course, as John McClane. Bonnie Bandela, is that? Yeah, Bonnie Bandela as his wife. William Sadler as the baddie. And William Atherton comes back as the asshole reporter who got punched out in the first movie. And also Franco Nero's in this movie as well, who more recently appeared in a John Wick movie. I think it was the second one. And as for features on this, there's some great making of. There's an HBO first look. It's about a half an hour long making of. There's visual breakdowns, visual effects breakdowns. I haven't watched the full featurettes yet on Die Hard 2, but one of the things that I did see is that it looked like a lot of the airport, like kind of pan back scenes, like wide angle views of the airport, were actually models and model airplanes. Talked about, you know, just if you're filming in winter, it's always very hard just because of the conditions, the temperature, and the snow and the moisture. So they kind of talked about that it was a very huge challenge to complete Die Hard 2. Has lots of interviews with Bruce Willis and the other actors and actresses from that movie. Next up is Inglourious Bastards 2009. Is that edition? I didn't get the... Oh yeah, sorry. So Die Hard 1, this Blu-ray's 2001. Inglourious Bastards, this is coming from 2009. Obviously Quentin Tarantino, Chris Waltz, Brad Pitt, Eli Roth, Melanie Laurent, Daniel Brühl, and Michael Fassbender all star and appear in this movie. Didn't have really much for behind the scenes. It did have this kind of featurette that was like Pride of the Nation, and basically it's Danielle Brühl's character, who is, I guess, like a sniper, is just up in this tower picking American soldiers off. And they're like, just like, there's this massive like silly body pile, and there's like a colonel or you know, a major that or something that they're talking to, and they're like, we gotta take down that bell tower, you know, he's killing everybody. And the higher up guy's like, absolutely not, that's one of the last remaining oldest bell towers in all of Europe or all of Italy, and there's no way that I'm going to go down as the guy who destroyed that tower. So yeah, the guy just keeps on picking off and picking off and picking off men. I was hoping there'd be a little bit more for behind the scenes, especially with the Tarantino movie. Maybe there's like a special edition of this that has more of that in it. Sometimes you get movies and they have absolutely no features whatsoever. I find that's more towards the earliest of the DVD and Blu-ray releases, before they kind of discovered that, hey, people really want to see this stuff, like me. Thank you so much for watching this new edition. Ooh, look at my hands. Look at this new edition of Dmonix's DVlog. And I don't know, we got Chris's Movie Corner. We'll figure out something. It'll be in the title. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in the next video.